All right, Shalom. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh, by Hashem, Shai, by Hashem, Kakwadash. Double honors to my apostle, elders of great millstone of well. Peace and salutation, all that I can push in this truth without righteousness and sincerity. Shalom, Shalom. This your brother, Tatamana the Bar, coming back through the spirit and power of Yahweh, by Hashem, Shai. And through the spirit, want to do a real brief lesson off what you see here of natural news, just going into how Esau Edom is basically trying to prepare himself to basically hide from the Lord, man. They're trying to prepare to hide from a doomsday scenario. And it says doomsday bunker and AGI rapture inside open AI's essential tightrope. And the reason why they're doing that, because they fear that the AI could turn on them. But it's so funny. Esau Edom makes these movies, and these movies show that AI turns on them. And it's already going rogue. It's brothers that's already sent clips of AI already going rogue, and these Edomites are afraid. These Edomites are afraid that AI is going rogue. But at the end of the day, we understand that regardless of AI going rogue and regardless of doomsday, you ain't gonna be able to hide from the Lord, man. You're trying to hide in your bunkers. You're trying to hide in your Carmels and your hidden mountain retreats and things like that. You're trying to hide in the heavens. You're not gonna get away from the judgment, man. You're not going to be able to get away from the judgment of Yahweh by Shemal Shah. And it says, OpenAI's former chief scientists proposed building a doomsday bunker to shelter researchers from essential risks posed by artificial general intelligence, man. So they think it's going to turn on them, which it already is, man. Shalom to the beloved elder Ashiar. He sent a video showing that the AI is gradually already turning on them. And it says the bunker idea emerged in 2023 mid in external extensions over leadership and AI safety protocols. So basically, Esau is already taking measures in his hands because they see that this is really about to start getting serious, and that is basically already to the point where it's already starting to get serious, and especially with the way that AI is, you can't tell if it's real or fake when it comes to certain things, that how they can manipulate stuff on YouTube and stuff on social media platforms. You can't tell if it's real or fake. So what more so if a scenario, if they use the AI for some type of event taking place around the world that really never happened, that'll have people in a state of bugging out, man. And that's what AI is doing. AI is going rogue. So these Edomites are afraid. So they're taking protocols, man. They're taking protocols and they're taking a lot of measures because they can see that this is about to really start to lead to chaos. It says the plan reflects growing unease among AI experts who fear AGI could trigger geopolitical chaos, social collapse, and a rapture-like scenario. So they fear that chaos and civil unrest and sedition among men can take place with AI, and that's going to take place. And all these so-called robots and all these various things that have to deal with technology, you see how AI could infiltrate that, man. And that's the that's the mindset that's coming. That's what dealing with this beast system. That's why when you see a lot of these people get that charagma, it's going to take over them. It's going to take over them because AI is nothing but artificial technology, which is what demons, man. Even Elon Musk said that. The own devil himself said that, man. He said it's really demons that they've been summoning. And these demons are going to be taking over people, especially when you take that charagma. But these devils think they're going to be able to hide from judgment when all hell break loose. They're going to be able to go into their bunkers and things, and they're not. And it's not going to uphold you because you're not going to be able to hide from the Lord, man. And that's what the lesson is really about. It's Esau.
So you're telling me there's secret bunkers under the United States?
Chaos that he created. Let's jump into this.
So you're telling me there's secret bunkers under the United States?
And before I get started, this is a fair use copyright disclaimer of Section 107 of the Act of 1976. Copyright disclaimer, fair use. I'm not using this for any monetary gain. I'm using this for educational purposes only under the Copyright Act of 1976 of the Section 107 of copyright disclaimer, fair use. But we're just going to tap in to show you how Esau is already preparing to hide from the judgment of the Lord. They're preparing for social unrest. They're preparing for a global collapse, man. They're preparing for straight chaos. And they preparing for the things like you see an AI scenario with chaos and things like that. They're preparing for them things to take place. But at the end of the day, that's really them trying to run and hide from the Lord. But you're not going to be able to hide from the Lord when the nukes shoot off and hit Babylon the Great and destroy everything over here. And even if you got a bunker over here, it's going to destroy that. But they just basically already putting themselves in the scenarios of our
States, but we're not on the guest list. So there are massive underground bunkers built by the US government that are fully stocked and ready for doomsday. Most people have no idea these places exist. From nuclear-proof command posts to elite hideouts for politicians, these bunkers are stocked, guarded, and ready for doomsday. But if the hits the fan, you're not getting in. Let's start with Raven Rock Mountain Complex, also known as
And he said it basically have your politicians, your chief leaders, and the Bible speaks on that, man. Real quick, this is Revelation, because that's Esau and them trying to basically rebuild society. That's them trying to rise from the ashes as that phoenix. That he's using that phoenix as them trying to rise from the ashes and build back better. But that's not gonna be able to hold you. And this is Revelation chapter 6 and verse let's jump straight 14. And it says, "And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places." And this is when the nukes hit, the ICBM missiles, man. The intercontinental ballistic missiles hit Babylon the Great. And then this is talking about how everything is going to be moved. The earth is going to be reformed and restored through the Lord's judgment with the missiles. And it says, "And the kings of the earth and great men and the rich man and the chief captains and the mighty men and every bondman and every free man hid themselves in the dens and the rocks of the earth." And you just heard that. That's what Esau Edom was just saying. You're basically your chief leaders, your captains, all the people that got a high status in society, they're going to hide themselves. And they're going to have slaves down there. You best believe they're going to have people working for them down under them, man. In them bunkers, man. And majority of them people probably going to be corroded up, chipped up already. Let's keep going. And it said to the mountains and to the rocks, "Fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb." And that's speaking up on Yahweh Shemal Shah. That's speaking from Yahweh Shah, man, sitting on that throne on the right hand of Yahweh, because they know who's the Lamb, Yahweh Shah. He was that sacrificial lamb for the nation of Israel. And they know he's coming back. And they're afraid of that. That's why when you read in Revelation, the 12th chapter, it reads about what Satan, his angels fighting against the Lord's angels. That's Esau angels, his air fighter crafts and things like that, fighting against the chariots, which that's not really a fight. It's just the Lord having a little fun. Especially when you read in 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, the Lord's going to get rid of Esau in 1 hour, man. And these devils are afraid because they know their time is short. And it says, "For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand?" Nobody. The Most High going to put the spirit on these devils to fight. When you read 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, they said that thus fight. He's going to make them fight. He's going to make them fight. You got to go back and watch the clip of Ronald Reagan, and he speaks on basically the angels coming back, and they have to basically fight against the angels when what was it, United Nations meetings in 1984. He said, well, all those nations could be at war against each other, and we might have to, stop fighting amongst each other and fighting something coming out from outer space. What is he talking about? He know that's the return of the Lord. These devils know. They know. They know that the Most High is real, man. The scriptures say the devils fear, they fear the Lord, man. They roughly paraphrasing. They know the Lord's real. They know the Bible's real. But they know their time is short. And this is why they're trying to prepare themselves and already try to get in the bunkers and get in these Carmels and hide in places in the mountains. You can see that when you watch Kingsman, that movie Kingsman, and how they hide in the mountain retreats and things like that. They show you that with 007, the movies. See, Esau has all these various things. He has all these cities underground and things like that. But it's not going to be able to hide you. You're not going to be able to abstain. It's going to keep you from the wrath of the
Site
Lord, man.
R. Think of this one as like the underground Pentagon. It's located in Pennsylvania. It was built during the Cold War, and this is where all the top brass would go if Washington is going to get nuked. It's got its own housing, blast doors, command center, everything they need. Next up, we have Cheyenne Mountain Complex. This is located in Colorado, deep in the Granite Mountains, and it's actually designed to take a direct...
See, told you, in the deep of the mountains. Real quick. Let's see. Let's grab a few real quick. Got a couple of them lined up. This is Isaiah chapter 2, verse 19. Isaiah chapter 2, verse 19. And it says, and they should go into the holes of the rocks, into the caves of the earth, for the fear of the Lord and the glory of his majesty, when he arise to shake and tremble the earth. Yeah, you see the caves of the earth, man. They're going to go to the caves of the earth. They're going to go to the mountains. And when the Lord rise and shake the earth, man, that's what's coming. When he shake the earth with the missiles, these devils are going to be trying to hide. They're going to be trying to hide from the judgment. But that's not going to be able to hold you, man. When the Lord returns, hey, the scriptures say, Jeremiah 16 and 16. It says, behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Lord, for they shall fish them. And that's what the Lord got right now. We are fishers. Why? Because we're fishing for the elect. We're trying to fish them with this word. We're using the bait as the word. The word is the bait to bring them in, to draw in the elect, man, the hopeful elect. He says, and after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. And who's the them? We're gonna hunt, Lord willing, with those men. The hunters is gonna be the hopeful elect, or will be the elect, coming back and hunting your so-called elites out of these holes and rocks under the earth, man. That's what's coming. That's what's coming. New Jerusalem, the 144,000, to hunt those under the rocks and the earth that's hiding from Yahweh Shemal Shah. I'm gonna hunt them, gonna brown their ass up and put their ass to death and put majority of their ass in slavery. That's what's coming. Esau fears that, man. He fears that.
A nuclear hit. This is where NORAD will be based in the event of something crazy happening. This is where they can track missiles, aircraft, and basically run everything 24/7. Literally a military brain inside of a mountain. But the most eerie, Mount Weather Emergency Operations Center, located in Virginia. This is the real-life continuation of government location. This is where select military officials, even media, would be evacuated to in the event of a massive attack.
See, they already preparing this, man. Because you're seeing the height with the tensions of World War III is all hype, man. And we understand all wars are bankers' wars, it's all orchestrated. But hey, the king's heart's in the hands of the Lord. He turned it for wherever so he willeth. Because this is the Most High's movie. The Most High is the one that's orchestrating this thing, man. He's the one that's forcing Esau, Edom's hand to bring forth these prophecies, to bring forth his coming demise and the end of his society, man. Because the Most High is angry with the wicked every day. Esau, Edom don't have much longer. Sirach, the 10th chapter, you're seeing the transition of power, man. You're seeing the Most High setting it up. When the Lord is about to put his beloved son Yahweh Shai in that righteous seat of rulership, the house of David, on the throne of David, man. That's what's coming, man. And Esau knows that, and he's afraid. This is why they're trying to prepare themselves, because they see their society is at its wit's end. They see that chaos is at hand. This is the book of Amos. What I have, Amos. So like Amos 9:2. And it says, and though you dig into hell, and hell means what, the under the grave, or under the earth, like he's doing. He says, though you dig into hell, this will my hand take them, though thy climb up into heaven, because he's gonna try to be in the retreats in the heavens, in the stars. And it says, thence I will bring thee down. Though thou hide thyself in the Carmel, and the Carmels represent the mountains, the retreats, like we were just looking at, the mountain retreats. I mean, he has different movies that show you that. And he said, I will search and I will take them out thence. And that's when the Lord, Jeremiah 16:16. And though thou hide from the sight in the bottom of the sea, because he got retreats in the bottom of the oceans. You see that in various movies, how he shows you that. Thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them. And the serpent is the Leviathan, with the one you call so-called Godzilla. Yeah, it's sleep right now. He's sleep, and best believe he's going to be activated when it comes that time to go ahead, put the work in and get rid of these devils, man. That's what's coming, man. So Esau's afraid. He know his time is up. He know he at the wit's end of his society. This is why everything is moving fast. Because the Most High said what? The days should be shortened for the lake's sake. So Esau, Edom, his hand is being forced where he has to hurry up and try to push forth these last prophecies of bringing and ushering in this MOTB system. This is why they're trying to prepare for anarchy and chaos, and they're trying to go in the dens of the earth. They're trying to go into them bunkers because they see that chaos is at hand, man. They are already coming with the order out of chaos. So they have to hurry up and they're going to hide and watch it in their bunkers. But at the end of the day, it's not going to be able to prevail. It's not going to be able to hold them because the Lord is still going to put the spirit on 144,000.
And it's actually still operational today. It's heavily secured and completely off limits. Here's the kicker, guys. These are meant to protect them. So what's your plan in the event something crazy like this happens? Comment right here and tell me what your plan would be, and make sure you're following, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I thought it was pretty interesting to see the actual facilities that we know about. There's obviously a lot more too. No one's going to save you. Make sure you guys stay prepared, stay ready, make sure you're following, and thanks for stopping in. So you're telling make sure you guys stay prepared, stay ready, make sure you're following, and thanks for stopping in. So you're telling
Yeah, man. Hey, what's going to save us? Hey, it's been prayed up, man. That's who's going to save us. How about Shemal Shah putting our trust in the Lord? That's where our faith lies, man. At the end of the day, you can prepare if you ain't built up with your relationship with the Lord. Hey, you gonna die out here. You can prepare all you want, man. You can stock up all the food, ammo. That shit don't matter. Your ass might be damn 10 miles down the road before shit pop off. You won't even make it there. See, that's the mindset of a lot of these people, not knowing you can be far away from your house before shit hit the fan, and that be stored up for the elect to eat and be sheltered in that day. That's where our faith lies. Our faith lies in the Lord, man. At the end of the day, we understand the Lord is going to provide and make a way for us. No, not man. Not man. The scripture saying, lean not on our own understanding, but trust in the Lord thy power with all our heart. So, yeah, that's the mindset. That's how we prepare. We prepare spiritually. This is spiritual warfare. This is Isaiah chapter 24. Verse 19. And it says, the earth is utterly broken down, and earth is clean, dissolved, and the earth is moved exceedingly. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunken, and shall remove like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. And that's speaking on when the earth is hit with the missiles, man. When the earth is hit with the missiles, it's going to reel to and fro. The earth is going to shake, and that's going to be that massive earthquake. That's what's going to move islands in places, man. And it says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high. And that's the so-called elites of this society. And it says, and the kings of the earth says the kings of the earth upon the earth. And that's what's coming. The Lord's going to judge them. That's what's coming. The return of the Lord is that judgment. That's what the Lord's gonna have the many crowns, because they're gonna be getting dethroned. And it says, and they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in a pit, and shall be shut up in the for prison. And after many days, they should be visited. And that's what's coming. And the Lord's gonna gather there, and they're gonna get grabbed the fuck up out of that goddamn them bunkers where they're gonna be trying to hide and use as retreats to hide from the Lord. Nah, that's not gonna be able to keep you from the wrath of the Lord, man. Because the Lord has something planned for you devils, man. He's gonna round your ass up and put y'all the first ones for slavery. You read that in Ezekiel, the 35th chapter? That's what's coming for you devils, man. Slavery, hardcore slavery, judgment. Ain't nothing good coming for an Edomite, man. Ain't nothing good coming for an Edomite. When a missiles hit, best believe we on our way to grab y'all asses up and put y'all ass in chains out of them bunkers. Y'all gonna think y'all gonna be good post destruction. Shit. And the Lord got something planned for you Edomites, man. You ain't gonna be able to survive what's coming, man. So, operators our Lord willing, this lesson was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemal Shah, just showing you how Esau Edom's preparing for chaos and uproar against the people. He's preparing for the AI to turn on him, and he actually thinks he's going to be able to hide from the judgment of Yahweh Shemal Shah when he's not, man. The Lord has something planned for these devils, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemal Shah, nobody gets away. So through the spirit, I want to close it out by saying, Call, Hello, Yamla, Yahweh, Bashim Al Shai, Bashim Kakwadash. Double honors to my apostle elders, a great meal, son of well.